Good morning. Today we're starting our new topic of getting haircuts and shaving during the 3 weeks, the 9 days, and Shavua Shachalbo. So we're going to start off with the source of the prohibition. It's a Mishnah in Masachas Tainis that says as follows: Shavua, which means the week, Shechal Tisha B'Av Lios Besocha, that's called Shavua Shachalbo, the week that Tisha B'Av falls in it. For example, if Tisha B'Av is on a Thursday, that whole week up until that Thursday, from Shabbos till that Thursday, is called Shavua Shachalbo. Asur melesaper umelechabes. It's prohibited to get a tisporas, a haircut, shaving as well. Ulechabes kvisa is to do laundry. So the Gemara, in fact, brings a number of different opinions on this, but in the end of the day, the Gemara paskins, like Rava, that it's prohibited to take haircuts, to do laundry during Shavua Shachalbo, and only up until the fast itself, but not continuing thereafter. So that's where the prohibition, based on the Gemara, based on the Mishnah and the Gemara, Shavua Shachalbo is the prohibition. Now, the reason that we have a prohibition of not taking haircuts, not shaving, the Bach explains as follows: when we are caring for our bodies, if we're doing laundry, so we have clean clothing, if we're taking shaves and we're taking haircuts, that is worrying about our physical well-being. But if we don't do that, if we're not strict about that, if we're not getting haircuts, not shaving, that is a sign of avelus, of mourning. And accordingly continues the Bach, and when we are involved in getting haircuts, grooming ourselves, and doing our laundry, wearing clean clothing, it appears that we are not very concerned about the avelus, the mourning over the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash. Accordingly, this is a sign of avelus, and we shouldn't be caring at this time of the year overly with our personal grooming. Our focus should be on the avelus over the churban. Now, when it comes to psak halacha, we're going to see a big divergence here between the psak and the minhag for Sfaradim and that for Ashkenazim. So when it comes to Sfaradim, the Shulchan Aruch paskins, just like the Mishnah, just like the Gemara, as follows: Shavua Shachalbo Tisha B'Av, the week that Tisha B'Av falls in it, Asurin lesaper ulechabes. It's prohibited indeed to groom ourselves, to take haircuts, to shave, and to do kfisa, and to do laundry. So it's limited only to Shavua Shachalbo. That is the psak of the Shulchan Aruch for Sfaradim. Nonetheless, there are Sfaradim who are more machmir on this. They're noheg for the 9 days. That's from Rosh Chodesh Av all the way till Tisha B'Av, and the Ben Ish Chai, in fact, brings that there are those who are noeg. He's talking about Sfaradim as well, that they're machmir from Shiva Sar B'Tammuz, the entire 3-week period from Shiva Sar B'Tammuz up until Tisha B'Av. But nonetheless, the Ikar Psak for Sfaradim is like the Shulchan Aruch, that Shavua Shachalbo is the Isser, the absolute Isser, to take haircuts, to shave, and to do laundry. On the other hand, the minhag of Ashkenazim, they are stricter when it comes to these halachas. The Ramah paskins as follows: V'nohagim lahachmir mitchilas Rosh Chodesh linan kivus. We are noheg paskining for Ashkenazim that when it comes to doing laundry, we are strict during the entire 9-day period from Rosh Chodesh Av until Tisha B'Av. That's the 9 days. We don't do laundry, and we're even stricter when it comes to haircuts and shaving. Aval tispores nohagim lahachmir mishiva sar b'tammuz. We are machmir from Shiva Sar B'Tammuz, the entire 3-week period. We do not take haircuts. We do not shave as well. And it's interesting, the Aruch HaShulchan says, so why, when it comes to this Ramah and the minhag of Ashkenazim, are we stricter when it comes to the personal grooming, taking of haircuts and shaving, relative to laundry? Laundry limited to the 9 days. We don't do laundry. We also don't wear cleanly laundered clothing. Then when it comes to tisporas, when it comes to the hair grooming, we're the entire 3 weeks. Torah HaShulchan says as follows: when it comes to tisporas, getting of haircuts, we don't get them as often as we do our laundry. So when it comes to doing our laundry, people are going to see that we're not wearing freshly laundered clothing, even in the 9-day period. It will be quite evident. However, when it comes to taking of haircuts And I guess we would say the same with shaving, although nowadays we shave much more often. But when it comes to taking of haircuts, he says that it's going to take a full 3-week period for people to recognize that we are not grooming ourselves. And accordingly, the Aruch HaShulchan explains that's why when it comes to taking of haircuts, shaving, we're makbid for the entire 3-week period, so we can see coming towards the fast of Tisha B'Av, it's evident to people that we are not grooming ourselves, we're not taking haircuts and shaving, but when it comes to kfisa, when it comes to laundry, we only have to be makbid, we are knowing to be makbid only during the 9 days. And Amir Tashem, we will continue discussing these issues, the various minhagim, for example, is it really true that we can take haircuts right after the fast? That we are allowed to do laundry right after the fast, or do we extend it a little bit into the 10th or a lot? And how about this year when that the fast days of Shiva Sar B'Tammuz and Tisha B'Av fall on Shabbos and they're pushed off to Sunday? Does that have an impact on anything? And in addition, another question that we will grapple with over the coming days is when we feel we have to take a haircut, we're more relevant when we have to shave for purposes of our work, and we feel that it's going to have a negative impact that we have in our work, in getting clients, in our ability to progress in the company and get better work and get promotions. Is there a heter for Sfaradim to shave during Shavua Shechalbo, because they're only limited during Shavua Shechalbo? And how about for Ashkenazim during the 3 weeks? Is there any heter that would permit us to shave during that time period, at least up until the 9 days, or at least up until Shavua Shechalbo? Mirza Hashem, we will see all of this in the coming days. Have a wonderful day.